Okay, I'm going to do a quick video on how to use Nitrogen, a random world generator for 7 Days to Die, written by Damocles. This seems like that's a pretty awesome tool. I played with it when it very first came out, and it didn't work out too well, but that was my fault because I was running Java 32-bit version. So, a couple install notes that are really important is run the 64-bit version of Java. I cannot stress that enough. Any memory errors you have are because you're not running the 64-bit version of Java. At any rate, here's the thread. You can find it yourself. It's on the forum pages under Tools, Game Modification Tools. You download it, and what it does, you unzip it into a folder, and this is what you get right here. I'm going to go ahead and start this thing and see what it does. So I'm going to go ahead and start it, and it loads a bunch of shit. And let's see, I want to go ahead and make a little 4K map real quick, okay? So I'm going to open an output folder. That's going to stick it here. I've already made a map just to kind of test it out. Copy 1. I'm going to make a new map for this video. Copy 2. Alrighty, let's change some stuff here. Let's look at some options. Generation mode. We're going to leave automatic right now. These other options allow you to do cool things, and I'll make another video, particularly on this one, because this imports a height map. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to import the Navigating height map and then create a new world based on the Navigating height map, which should give it new, basically new POIs, but in the same world we're kind of used to. Import mask, only generate height map, only generate map POIs, so it's kind of got some cool features here. Import from resources, we're going to leave that default. Preview map, we're going to render preview, leave that at default. Check folder, I don't know what the purpose it is, but I guess cancel when not empty. So I guess if I tried to overwrite this one, it would basically say, hey, there's already something there, buddy. But since I'm going to copy 2, it'll be fine. Landscape balanced. I like mountains and flatland. Smoothing, let's leave it default. Biomes, add burn and wasteland. Well, yeah. We got some options there. Only snow, only desert. That could be kind of cool. Border biome, leave it as wasteland because that's your rad zone, and it just makes sense. I guess you could, have it your border biome anything, and I'll show you what I mean in a little bit. North south. I like deserts north. I'm sorry, desert south and snow to the north. Roads, we're going to make them mini, so we're going to use it's going to slow down the generation. Road type, default. Small lakes, default. Big lakes, default. Rivers, let's do some mini rivers. I like rivers. Cracks, vicious cracks. Well, let's see what that is. Player spawn near town, so it looks like it's added in this player spawns as well. Traders, let's make it a few traders. Traders location, we'll put them near town though, kind of balance that out. City, we shall do few cities. City size will however be large. City grid will make it irregular. I've always liked, well, no, you know what? Let's make that medium. Let's make this, because cities are usually planned out pretty well. Towns, we will do lots. Town size, we would do default. Farms, I'll leave that alone. I don't know what rednecks is yet. Probably, who knows. Old towns, I do not like the old towns. I think they're stupid. Outback POIs, I assume that's the same thing as wilderness POIs. Mountain huts, I like those. I should probably have many of those. Extra car lots, default scenario. Ooh, we could do sunken world and no POIs. We're going to leave that alone, and now we're going to generate the world. And up here is the actual program. We're going to do a little 4K world here, and we're going to generate the world and see what happens. How long is this fucker going to take? Let's go ahead and watch the files as they get made. So we already got our height map, our biomes. Stuff's popping in. Okay. We are almost done generating a 4K world. And that took all of 34 seconds to make a 4K world. Let's take a look and see what we got. We got a biomes folder. Looks familiar. This is our biomes. So we know majority is going to be here. We got some wasteland over here. We got some desert over here. Oh, that's burnt forest. I'm sorry. This is wasteland. A little bit of wasteland right after desert here, and some snow up here. So I kind of like that. Alright, we got the height map itself, which is, so I know we got some rivers over here, and the white means higher mountains. So this looks like a little mountain range with a valley and a lake at the bottom. Let's find out. We got the map info XML, which basically does stuff. Says a little bit about the map. That's good for the game, I guess. POI height map. Look at that. It's going to be POIs at all these little different areas, kind of flatten them all. It's kind of cool. Like it separates them. Prefabs XML. Here's a list of all the prefabs. Let's see what we got for traders. Did I screw something up? No, wait. Control F, trader. That's what I want to find. So okay, so there's one trader in the whole map, which is fine because I said fewer, and it is only a 4K map. I'm going to skip this one for last. Radiation. This is the radiation border. Before I even play it, I'm going to go ahead and edit that. I'm going to ask him to basically shrink or leave an option to shrink the radiation size, because particularly on a 4K map, these radiation sizes are kind of ridiculously large because these are percentages, and so you have a lot more radiation on a 4K map than you would on a 16K map. Fill. Oops. I said. Alright, I'm going to fill it though, right? Yeah, there we go. And then fill it. There. So I'm going to go ahead and save that just because I like a less of a radiation zone. Spawn points. This is where we can actually spawn out on the map. You can go ahead and edit these if you want. Splat map. This is the roads map. Kind of gives you an idea of where the roads are at. But more importantly, see water. Here's the water heights. More importantly, the preview map, which kind of combines them all together. So this is my actual map. Big lake over here. He's got some rivers. Here's my big city. Here's looks like another city, towns, all sorts of cool stuff, little POIs and stuff like that. I don't know what the different colors mean yet, but I will find out. Let's go ahead and pop this puppy in. So we're going to go ahead and copy this. Then I'm going to open my 7 Days Tutorial Worlds folder. I put it here? Yeah, I think I put it in. Is this right? Let's put it in here and see what happens. That's probably not right. I think it's probably in here. Anyway, and then I will launch the game and see what happens. I'm ready to launch. How come I'm not launching then? Alrighty. So excited. 17.4p4, continue game, new game. There it is, right there. Nitrogen map Guppy 2. So that tells me East Tibizu. I don't know where those other worlds are coming from, but this is the one I want. So I'm going to go ahead and call it Hello World. Not listed password. Go ahead and start it. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. So this is I think Kenyaji is basically working on this type of system for vanilla, but looks like Damocles beat him to it. So I'm cool with that. I'm going to try and see about learning world from different server. Try to see about learning the what do you call it? The software a little bit better, so I can figure out how to do all those masks and stuff like that. All right, what do we got here? We got object reference not set to an instance of object. That could very well be from any number of mods I probably have installed. I'm not going to worry about that too much. But here we go. It looks like it's some weird shit going on here. But overall, it's kind of cool. Let's see what we got. What is going on down here? No road to get here, it looks like. This is... I'm not too familiar with the POIs these days. I assume this is the... not a trader. Sort of military base. Tucked away. See anything underground? No. Alright, so we go... oh, there's a road to it, sort of. That kind of counts. Alright, so we can access this stuff. Right? Like, yeah, okay. Yeah, there's a road over here. Hold on a second. Yeah, there's a road right there. It kind of connects it here. So there's actually a way to get up here, right? Let's check out this one, because these look kind of like crazy. Alright, so this is a little bit crazy, but it still can kind of sort of work. Not really? I don't know. Let's see, so basically yeah, that's an interesting road. It's definitely an interesting terrain, very different than what TFP would do. So basically yeah, driving along, and then I go up this little path here, and then I climb up this slight incline here, and then I make my way over here, and then this is how people access their farm. I can go down there and access that little lake house. So it's kind of interesting. I'm not sure how realistic it is. In fact, I'd go with not, but it does seem to be kind of cool. I mean, it's definitely an interesting world. What is that over there? I don't see a lot of, what do you call them things? Like those metal towers, cell phone towers, which is good because there was way too many of those in vanilla. Why have I never seen this POI before? That's interesting. Huh. Damn. Alright, anyway. I haven't seen half these POIs. See, maybe I should actually start playing the game more. See what that's like. So, town over here. Let's see. Where are we? It's a pretty decent amount of stuff, you know? Got my mount I asked for. There we go. City. It's laid out like a city, like a grid. This isn't too bad. I kind of like this. You know, you get a little plateau and the city's on top of it. That's doable. Again, on the roads getting to it, But I assume that's the challenge of all these things. This is not too bad for a city. I mean, it's certainly a playable map, if not quite as realistic as it should be. I don't see any roads coming up onto it except for this way over here, which is kind of cool, but not realistic. There's another lake. Yeah, so basically, I don't know how you're supposed to actually access this city from like a car or something, but yeah, it's nitrogen. Maybe I should try a different setting. Let's go ahead and do an 8K map. See what happens. Yeah. Alright, so that was done in that, right? So I can go ahead and close that. Nope, cannot close that. So we're going to do an 8K map this time. We're going to call it, could be 3 8K. And we're going to leave it there. Let's just leave it all default, right? And see how long it takes. It's definitely taking longer. Still not terribly long, I don't think. It's kind of cool. Let's see. Wonder what I did to cause all of those high plateau, what do you call them? Cities. So we're going to check out this world too, because it's all going to be default. You can see it's actually still going kind of quick. It's already got the height map and the biomes painted. So this is the biomes without north and south being, you know, desert and whatnot. So it's kind of cool. Oh, so it's out of 117. I think the last one was like out of 34. So it's still not going to take very long. Look, it's doing shit down here too. No, this doesn't take very long at all. See, the other one was 34 seconds. I'm going to say it's going to take 132 seconds. Yeah, see, we're almost done. 8K map. It's not horrible. Yeah, I don't actually know which one of these to put it in. I think probably in here, but I will find out. Since this is the one it's defaulted to, right? So when I click on this, it's probably this one. We will find out shortly. So the preview map's already written. So this kind of gives me an idea of what to expect. Lakes and rivers and roads and all sorts of crazy shit. Again, very different than vanilla for sure. I kind of like these curvy things he's got going on over here. I think these are just stamps. Yeah, he looks like he's just stamping height maps on top of each other randomly. I know there's an option to import our own height map, and that's kind of what I want to go with eventually with this video series. Not that it'll be a series, but whatever. Come on, 3 or 4. Come on, 4 or 4. Should be done. All you're doing is writing damn XMLs. Alright, so 3 minutes 28 seconds for an 8K map, and let's see what this one looks like. Let's see, let's copy this. Let's find out definitively. Do we just paste it in this folder? We'll find out. Okay, so that is not the folder to paste it into. Let's go ahead and cut this. It goes into the generated worlds folder. Which makes more sense, because it's a generated world. There we go. I'm so excited again. Let's see what default looks like. Yeah, my videos are shitty. I don't edit them. Who cares? Die in a hole. Loaded world file from different version 17.3 B18. So I'm going to guess that he's writing it to 17.3 B18, but it doesn't seem to make a difference. Alrighty, let's see what we got now. Another object, whatever. I'm sure that's a mod. Oh, what the fuck just happened? The fuck is happening? All I want to do is fly up. There we go. Alright, so now we got a more default town. Getting a little small weird issue here. I don't even know what this is. I'm assuming it's a prefab of some sort. Probably a Taza axe or something weird. I don't know what the purpose of this is. A desert prefab? Sure, whatever, okay. So that probably needs to be cold. So yeah, it's not quite as crazy in terms of the plateaus and whatnot. There's still a couple of things that are kind of, up there. But this almost sort of makes sense. I mean, if you had this little piece of land up here, wouldn't you, build a house on top of it so you can overlook your minions? Yeah, the town seems a lot more reasonable in terms of heights. So there's still little blurbs over here, but nothing bad. Let's see, where can we go? We're at 2 here, so let's go up here somewhere. I'm assuming this is some of the mountains. Yep. A little bit of desert up there. A little weird, but nothing crazy. Got some towns, so I kind of like that. Let's check out that area over there. Yeah, I'm digging that. There we go. Little snow village on top of a mountain. Nothing big. I see they all connect from roads and whatnot. That's kind of cool. Let's see what that's. I don't want to go that way anymore. Then let's go 0, 0, 0 and see what happens. Yeah. Yeah, so this is kind of cool. And that is nitrogen in a nutshell.